Now everybody's standing, 48,117.
I think the velocity is coming with that emotion that he is bringing, with the excitement, with the adrenaline, with the trust, all of the above. He's coming out there and just said, I trust my stuff. I'm going to attack you. Try to hit it.
He struck him out! As he is screaming, clenching his fists as he walks off the field. His heart's a pounding a mile a minute.
I just left the house that I've been at for 25 years. To then now go to work playing against the Padres, you know, yeah, that's cool. It's a cool feeling. Man, I've wanted a moment like this for you know, quite a while. You know, it's definitely it'll be a surreal feeling, and I'm definitely looking forward to it because I know a lot of my family and friends. It's going to be a memory not only for me but for them as well. So.
2021 is the season of memories for reliever Alex Vesia. Since his most recent recall from AAA Oklahoma City in early July, the rookie has piled up the memories, many of them strikeouts.
Just believing in his stuff, trusting us that he has stuff to get batters out at this level.
The 1-2 is cut on and missed, and Alex Vesia carves right through him. 7-pitch from Vesia is right there. Bullseye for strike 3 on Miller. Now he's 0-2. He struck him out. 3 consecutive fastballs from Vesia. Bases loaded, 2 gone. Now he's trying to punch a ticket. What a battle we got going. He struck him out! Alex Vesia!
I can't think of a higher moment than that, you know, and I come just barreling in, you know, and people are pushing me and laughing. David Price is in tears just laughing because he knew that that's how I was going to react. I feel like the last couple weeks I've slowly gained more and more trust from Doc, and I take pride in that. You know, wherever Doc feels that I could fit, you know, I want to be in there.
He has brought consistency. He's brought a youthful enthusiasm, which guys really enjoy, and he's performed. He's been up and down all year, and now he's stuck, and to his credit, he's earned it, and he's just continued to grow and be more comfortable. I rely on him. I mean, he's pitched big leverage innings for us.
I'd definitely say it hasn't come easy, that's for sure. You know, I've had, I would say, decent amount of success, but then also, you know, the hard times were really hard for me. I think that if it wasn't for those hard times, you know, I wouldn't be where I'm at, you know, and I'm very grateful to learn those lessons and to kind of get my teeth kicked in here and there, because, you know, that's what life is all about. Nothing in life is easy, and I'm definitely, you know, very grateful, thankful for all of the people that have been around me and kind of helped me get to where I'm at today.
With the Dodgers in his hometown of San Diego to face the Padres, Vesia made time earlier that day to visit the home where he grew up, the place where he spent more time on a bike than with a baseball glove.
I got a lot of memories here for sure. Riding the dirt bike in the front yard. Shoot, I rode a dirt bike before I rode a bicycle, right? Off-roading to me is my childhood. Growing up doing it, I'm very thankful that I had that in my life, and then my parents introduced that to me at such a young age. I think we had 3 or 4 jumps. There was a big like tabletop that was there. A couple little berms. Mom always hated me jumping onto the concrete because it got the driveway all dirty. But I remember scaring her a couple times. I like that adrenaline rush. It's something that it's hard to get day in and day out, but I think pitching and being on the mound, the center of attention, I think that's just as, that's the closest I'm ever gonna get, so. I had so much fun, so much fun. I love that, and that's the thing, like, if I wasn't playing baseball, I'd still be doing that, riding my motorcycle or even like a dune buggy or something, because I love that stuff. I got a couple buddies that go out and they'll send me pictures or like Snapchats and stuff, and I get pretty jealous of them.
A good portion of the time, you were always on your dirt bike. High school started, 15, 16, still hanging out with all his buddies, but he got into baseball, and that's when Mom asked you the question.
Yeah, she's like, do you wanna ride your motorcycle or do you wanna play baseball? And I was like,
and you said ride your motorcycle,
Ride my motorcycle.
and Mom says, well, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Saying he was too scrawny and threw too slow to be considered for the MLB draft out of high school, the 6'1" southpaw kept working on pitching.
It was hard, you know. I grinded, and I only had one scholarship offer, and that was to Cal State East Bay. Didn't really have a good junior year. I struggled, a lot of adversity, and yeah, it made me really, you know, question myself if I wanted to keep playing baseball. It was that bad of a season. My best friend and I, we ended up going to Alaska to play for the Alaska Gold Panthers. That was a summer ball team that was out there. I was pretty down about the season I just had, you know, and he, you know, definitely nudged me along and told me to keep going. And I had a really good summer, you know, got to work on some mechanics and kind of just clear my head. And then my senior year I threw really well. I definitely put myself in a good position to get drafted.
And now it's Vesia, the lefty, selected in the 17th round in the 2018 draft.
This young man rapidly rose through the Marlins system, another guy that throws a lot of strikes.
And the pitch, swing and a miss, he got him.
Vesia made his major league debut last year and appeared in 5 games for Miami. But he was traded to the Dodgers in the offseason and moved so much closer to home.
The day you came over from the East Coast to the West Coast, we've said we finally get to see Alex pitch in the major leagues. It's been a dream come true. We're still in awe on how you maintain yourself on a mound from no crowd to a big crowd, and me and Mom look at each other, how does he do that? And you do your thing. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Coming up on Backstage Dodgers, an opportunity for Vesia to perform in his hometown.
It started in the bullpen. 3 or 4 of my good friends of mine, they were chirping at me, and I thought that kind of like calmed me a little bit.
Backstage Dodgers is brought to you by Cadillac. Visit your Southern California Cadillac dealer today. When he wasn't on his dirt bike or playing baseball, young Alex Vesia spent much of his time with his dad, here, where parts for vehicles and bikes are made for the off-roading community. It is here where Vesia learned what it meant to work hard.
Every time I come up to the lathe, I see my boy pitching. That's a reminder of where he started when I was taking him to Little League. And now that was in Batavia, New York. So proud of him. So proud of him. Cindy pinch ourselves every day.
This is where I'd sit, right here, for hours, and watch him do it. He would teach me and like share his knowledge, you know, and you know he'd come in 7:30, 8 o'clock. Hey, let's go, come on. Growing up with my dad, always being at the house, that was normal for me. I got to see him work super hard, day in and day out. He was always waking up super early in the morning, and then, you know, we'd have to come and get him out of the shop for dinner. That kind of rubbed off on me that, you know, how hard he works. Even like when I was in college and I wasn't here, he would call me and be like, hey, I got this part I'm doing for so-and-so. And like, he didn't quite have the full idea, and then I would bounce ideas off you, and we would be going back and forth, and I think that was like a cool moment, because like, I'm now helping you after all these years of you helping me, so like, it's like full circle where you're like, oh, I probably should have done it that way. So it's like, when I was young, my mom and dad had both sat me down, and that's where my dad had told me, he said, you know, I'm gonna support you as best as I can with baseball. He said, but I'm not gonna push you. He goes, if you really want to do this and if you really want to succeed, you are gonna have to do it on your own.
Move on to the next operation.
It's a one-man shop. It's my dad and his shop, and he does everything on his own. So my journey has definitely been me, you know, working as hard as I can and trying to get better day in and day out.
Right tool for the right job.
Yes, sir. I've got so many families, so many friends that are coming, and it's going to be special because it's not just me. It's everybody who's, you know, been behind me and supported me and stuff. So definitely looking forward to that. It'll be a very special 3 days, and we're looking to win a couple games. So we are headed to Jake Velasco race prep. Basically, he's in the off-road industry, and his machine shop is more so on he tears trucks down to the bare chassis, goes through a super huge inspection to make sure that the truck has no cracks in the frames or broken parts on it, because when you go through a race, I mean, you could really mess some things up. What's up, Jake?
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good to see you, dog.
Good to see you too. Wake up. Been working out or what?
Oh yeah. Come on. How you been?
I'm good. I'm good.
I love the shop.
Come on in.
Yeah.
Ever since his first quad, we got him, and we seen the look on his face, and me and Mom go, uh-oh, he's totally into off-roading. Because once he got on it, we couldn't get him off it. He'd ride around the property, and me and Mom running after him. I remember always coming back to camp after a day run, and they'd always talk about Alex riding his dirt bike. Wow, he could ride. Where did he learn how to do that? And that's when we said he's a natural doing it.
They're all assembly right now. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So basically, about 3 weeks ago, they
look like that.
Chassis. Yeah. So everything comes off: engines, transmissions, everything.
Right. Yeah. So basically, it's a good transformation that, like, this is what they break the car down to where it's bone stock chassis, and then they build the truck to where it starts to look like this, and then eventually they look like that. So it's kind of like the steps in order. I'll make my smile is. Off-roading was definitely a place to kind of get away. You know, I always felt that, like, there was no problems out there. You know, when I'm riding my motorcycle and I have, you know, my heart's beating out of my chest because I'm going so fast, like, I have no problems out there. Unreal. Yeah.
P-mix. You can smell the P-mix burning.
I think that might be one of my favorite parts about it is like, because when I smell that like on the highway or something like that, I'm like, yeah, you smell the race fuel and it burning and stuff and like.
I liked being able to go out there and just be at peace and, you know, hang out with family, hang out with friends. Campfires.
Sure.
You know, and make memories. You know, I have so many great memories out there with so many great people that, you know, I miss that. You know, and one day I'll be back out there. We don't have to worry about that. But yeah, you're the man. Appreciate it.
Proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Like I said, for what it's worth.
Yeah. Shoot.
Just a
couple more big paychecks. I might have you build me one of these. You know?
Just keep doing your thing. I'll be here whenever. Tell me when.
Sounds good. I got called up right at the beginning of this season when the Dodgers were playing the Padres. I was out in the bullpen. Didn't go in, but I got the full experience with a slight. You know, this is going to be different because I'm hoping to get in. That's definitely high on the possibility list. So I should be in there. I can't wait. It'll be fun.
Giants won tonight, 8-0 in New York.
It's not the best of equations with the Giants playing the Mets, and then how tough the Padres play the Dodgers. Trying to break a 4-game losing streak against these Padres this year.
High fly ball, deep left field. Pollock to the wall. It is caught. AJ took it away. Pollock robs Machado, and the Dodgers stay in front. An amazing play at any point. You add in the fact that they stay up by 1 instead of going down by 1. That much more important.
In baseball parlance, A.J. Pollock is having a night. Along with robbing the Padres and a few fans of a home run, Pollock's 2-run single in the 7th gets the Dodgers to a 3-run lead. Behind the fence, Alex Vesia, who's walked through the gates of Petco Park as a kid countless times, now walks through the bullpen door for the first time to hold off the team he grew up cheering. But with so many family and friends at the game, there's no room left for nerves and anxiety.
It started in the bullpen. I actually had 3 or 4 of my good friends of mine. They were on the railing chirping at me a little bit, and I thought that kind of calmed me a little bit because I felt like at home, honestly. And then when I ran out onto the field and you know, threw my first warm-up pitch, everything felt very normal, and that, you know, I liked that.
Not too far from where he grew up in Alpine, California, dreaming of being a big leaguer, but he has turned into something else. Jake Cronenworth, first pitch swinging, flies to left. A.J. Pollock puts it away. 1 gone, just like that. Nola turns on a ball to left. Pollock's got it. 2 up, 2 down on 4 pitches for Vesia. Here comes a 1-2. Got him. 97 to the edge from Vesia, who just keeps on chugging along in this breakout season.
That day was unreal. I've wanted that for such a long time. I've been to Petco Park for so many games, you know, with my family, with my friends. Yeah, I've had the biggest smile on my face just thinking about it.
It's an amazing journey. I mean, to grow up in San Diego and see him pitch here, pretty special. He's a hard worker. He deserves it.
Brought him to the park to watch ball games when he was little.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
You
The following night, as the Padres and Dodgers head to extra innings, Vesia's asked to prove it again.
Alex Vesia comes on in a very tough situation. The runner scores, the game ends. He tries to get out of this and get it to the 11th.
Well, Roberts keeps giving Vesia the ball in bigger and bigger leverage situations, and he has delivered. And Frazier, first pitch, pops it to shortstop, and Seager makes the play, and there's 2 out.
And he's ready for another 0-2 to Caratini. He struck him out. Alex Vesia does it again. Look at him roar. Oh, he's a beaut. On to the 11th in San Diego.
You know, when I struck the last guy out, I kind of just let that emotion, you know, kind of take over, and I feel like that's when I perform my best.
On to the 16th. It was a record when it got to the 14th. Pollock hammers a ball, deep center field. Forget about it. Gone! 2-run blast. Dodgers back in front. Backhand Seager. That does it.
I've talked about team wins, but I think this certainly epitomizes, team win. We'll see how many guys feel good enough to play tomorrow, but I like the guy taking the mound in Max Scherzer.
Here comes Max Scherzer trying to pitch the Dodgers to a sweep of the Padres. As long as it ends like it did last night, I think we're on board with however it goes. He's got back-to-back Ks to open this one. So Scherzer trying to shut down a Padres lineup that has gotten him twice this year. Got him.
No idea what he's going to throw, and everything he throws is pretty close to elite.
Got him. 10 Ks over 7 2/3 shutout innings against the Padres.
In a game like tonight, we could have leaned on Max a little bit more, but I just felt that where we were at, getting 23 outs, he did his job.
There it is. The Dodgers sweep the Padres.
Coming here, where we haven't played well this year, to win 3 games, our guys smell it. We know it's a sprint right now, and we needed to tighten things up and play with some emotion and some energy, and we did that this series.
On the next Backstage Dodgers,
You got a job for me? Yeah, whatever you need, man.
a future Hall of Famer visits the Ravine.
Hey, trivia question, boys. Trivia. What NFL quarterback was his catcher in high school?
Way to go.
Wow. We've had this conversation.